century. A scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe massage every corner of his drone. For the cassette then is our only hope. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they found. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. Melinda's.
Well, hello.
Hello, Melinda's VCR Party Live. It's Tuesday night. I'm Joe. That's Nick. That's Steve. That's George. I'm in the office, 11,000 videos, trying to watch them all. That's the name of the game. I was in Florida last week. I'm going to go ahead and say Florida has the best thrift stores. You know, people sometimes ask us that in interviews, like what state, what place has the best thrift stores? Florida does. I have a theory too, because I think a lot of people go down there when they retire and they end up, they croak once they're down there. And then more people, I think, croak in Florida. So that means that garage sales or thrift stores get more stuff.
I would agree with that in my experience. Yeah. And it also has per capita the most unnecessary apostrophes on signage at thrift stores of anywhere else in the country. So
what would you attribute that to?
I just lack of education.
Okay. All right. Look what I found. So I went to, there was like this thrift store district. There's so many down there. And it was like Christ's precious blood. It was like one of those and it was dirty and they had a wall of VHS. Look at this. I got wedding dancing, unusually specific, right? Wouldn't you say? Look at that. It's like how to dance at a wedding. Look at the woman who teaches you. Look at her. She's doing a little thing. She's doing a little pose and she's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Then we got an anchor reporter's audition tape. Still see how that goes. But this is the kind of stuff you find in thrift stores in Florida. No Time for Negative. It's a billiards video. And look at all the nicknames of the people who are in this. There's so many nicknames.
Wimpy, King James, Captain Hook.
Yeah, every pool guy has a nickname. And then, look at all the bulleted lists back there. But here's the best one. And Nick, I think we actually already have this video, but I had to buy it because it just made me laugh. It's a blooper video. It's called The Best of Whams and Bams Bloopers. And we have some great covers of bloopers. But look at the cover of this blooper video. It's a plane on fire. Is that a blooper?
Oi, 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 oi.
Oh, what a wham and bam there, that fiery crash.
Hosted by Roy Firestone. Yeah.
Does that constitute as a blooper of a plane crash?
$15 million blooper.
Yeah. All right. So those were my finds this
Ooh,
week. Nick, did you
Florida.
find anything or?
Just this one, the swamp critters. I mean, this is Fat Rat, the manatees. I mean, it's also Florida related. I mean, they're those swamp critters. So I think we know what we're going to get here. I don't know if it's going to be our cup of tea, but it's called the swamp critters. So
it deserves a place on the shelf.
It deserves a place on the shelf. Yeah. Well, guess what, everybody? This is the show where we watch VHS tapes, and we also do a show called Found Footage Festival. And I guess this on Sunday, April 3rd, it was the 4-year anniversary of episode 0, the very first time we decided to do an internet show. It was VCR Party 0. Joe, it was just you and I with some handheld mics on a couch.
Steve was there.
Well, yeah, he was directing, right? But I mean, on camera, it was just us.
Thank you, Joe. Back when Steve had something to do.
Steve is a vital part.
Taking up space now.
He
sells
absolutely
out for
is
us every
a vital
week.
part. Exactly. Yes.
And I was looking back at that episode, and it's pretty good. I think you could see the beginnings of what the show had become, and I was like, "What is the first video we played?" I thought it might be like some video with a claymation apple or something, but no, it was actually
George knows.
George, do you know it?
Was it CJ Karachi?
It was. Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that,
but I knew George would know.
Well, Nick, I saw you put there in the notes that Karachi was the first one. I didn't realize. Well, here's the Karachi tape, by the way. This is the one that was sitting on the shelf for a long time. And once we started doing the shows, like, oh, wait, I see Karachi up. We can just show this week. It was the best thing ever. Normally we'd have to wait until we started touring and edit this together and show
3
people at
months
live
before,
shows.
Yeah.
But then it was like, oh, finally we could just pop in Karachi. And I'm surprised. This is the very first video that we showed on
Number
VCR
one.
Party. Wow,
Yep. First
crazy.
thing. Yeah.
I pulled a clip. You want to call it a Found Footage Festival classic?
It's a classic.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
This is like an exercise video. It's for Navy SEALs. It's probably not actual Navy SEALs, but the idea is that they would do a Navy SEAL workout. And normally with exercise videos, their pep talks in between the exercises are usually pretty lame and just like, they're pretty boring. But not CJ Karachi. He loves movies. He quotes movies. I've seen other ones where he quotes Austin Powers. He's just kind of a bro, but I love him so much. I'm going to just show a couple scenes of just his in-between banter. He's kind of a Sacha Baron Cohen character.
This is the Death Wish PT. Kind of reminds me of an old Charles Bronson line. I think it was Death Wish 2. Chuck comes down the steps, sees one of them hoodlums, gives it the old, "Do you believe in Jesus?" Kid says, yeah. Good, because you're going to meet him. Classic line. All right.
He doesn't script this. There's no way he scripts this. He's just like, I'm just going to do this thing. Yeah.
Classic line.
Here's another one. The audio is weird on this for some reason. I think this was the director's choice to record the audio this way.
Switch it over. Now, you remember how Houdini used to hide the key when he was naked? No, I know a lot of you perverts are thinking some kind of orifice action there. Nope. Houdini would either put the key in his mouth or he'd put it in the pocket of the guy that was going to search him and then get it back out. How about that?
That's what I call gutsy. You gotta like that. Of course, I guess there's some people out there that might like it in the other place, but whatever trips your trigger, the way I see it. And recover. Those are tough.
Yeah, so Karachi, very first video. We got to do a montage with him. We have so many Karachi videos. Oh, and he just has all these great lines. I've had it on the list to do a Karachi montage for so long, and it just gets lost in the shuffle. So
there's so many videos by him, but yeah, we really gotta delve in more. And so that was a great reminder, and happy 4-year anniversary to us. And here's to 4 more years.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how this episode goes. Yeah, we'll see how things go.
Remains to be seen. But you can help us keep going by buying Steve's background. Steve, you're selling out this week to a customer.
Certainly am. I'm selling out to a talented Melinda alert, Kristen Tursek. This is her artwork. You can find it at cuddlyrigormortis.com. You'll find loads of prints, magnets, and originals. She's got a threadless shop where you can get t-shirts, slip-ons, and iCanvas. She has a lot of her larger pieces and frame stuff. I like it because she does a lot of food and she does a lot of animals too, my favorite things. So absolutely tremendous. Definitely check her out. Please go to cuddlyrigormortis.com and support the Melindas that support us.
Wow.
I liked it a lot. Nick, we should do a two-word phrase challenge with Cuddly Rigor Mortis. Like, I think that's
actually
good,
a perfect one to work it. We have a virtual college show coming up on Thursday, actually.
This Thursday.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's work in Cuddly Rigor Mortis a few times.
All right.
That's what this gets you. If you do a sellout, Steve, you can get a 2-word phrase challenge. I mean, I don't think it's going to do your company any good, but it'll be funny for
entertain our community here. Yes.
Right.
Did you know that Found Footage Festival had a connection to the Academy Awards?
Yes. That was absolute. So I like to think of us as tastemakers. Mm-hmm. Like we find them before, like John Wilson. We found John Wilson before Nathan Fielder found John Wilson.
Discovered him.
We had him on the show.
He was nothing before
exactly.
us.
Nothing. And then we found him. We put him on the map. But Nathan Truesdell, who came on the show probably in that first year. I think he probably came on within the first 100 episodes to show us Balloon Fest. And he should have won an Academy Award for that, but he and his wife were nominated for an Academy Award for Ascension, a documentary about, I haven't seen it, so I don't really know what it's about, but You know what? Have you seen it?
I have not seen it, but
Okay.
one of my friends said it was his favorite movie of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I really want
See.
to see it.
So I just want to show a little bit of Balloon Fest. This is what we had him on for because we I think we were at a film festival and we saw the video and we're like, oh man, this is so good. We asked him if we could open our Volume 9 show with it. And he said yes. And we opened up all of our live shows with this video about Cleveland was trying to break the record for most helium balloons to be released, some stupid thing like that. And so just here's the first 50 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from downtown Cleveland, it's Big Chuck and Little John in front of the biggest happening around. What is your name?
Tanya Pugh.
Okay, Tanya, show everybody what you have on your hands there. What are those?
Let's take bandages.
Okay, and what are they for?
They're for getting away from sores from your hand.
Okay, did you get any blisters?
Yeah, 3.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here they go. Away, lift off. Amazing.
Oh, beautiful.
And the
looks absolutely beautiful.
There they go, John. Look at the cloud.
Just think about where they go.
They did it, John. Right
The
there.
environmental
It's
impact.
completely covering the terminal tower.
Just drifted in the air.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I want to sing up and away.
Oh,
It is awesome.
just brings a tear to your eye. So, and then tragedy, of course, happened. And so watch the whole thing. Look up Balloon Fest. You'll find it. But congratulations to Nate Truesdell and his wife, Jessica, for being nominated. And they were there for the slap, too. Like, they witnessed the slap. I was texting with him, and he saw it. So he was there.
Yeah, that was an eventful Academy Awards to be part of. We do another segment on the show called This Week in Flying Windows. By law, I got to show you one. So here we go. Lately, I've been showing so many wild, crazy flying windows. Sometimes you got to reset. You got to go back to basics. Here's a video by Huntsville Rewind, which is an Instagram account you should follow. Our pal Joshua there in Alabama collects local TV footage, and this one's from Carolina Liquidators, a furniture place. See if you can spot the flying window.
Carolina Furniture Liquidators has received 5 truckloads full of fine North Carolina furniture and bedding.
Love the audio.
Bankruptcy and cancellation. Famous name brands such as Vaughn Bassett, Athens.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, subtle, just nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Vaughn Bassett, Athens, Lane, and much, much more. Save
Oh, page peel. Let's speak of page peels. That could be one.
Time,
That's
you'll
true.
find furniture and bedding.
Twist.
With no money down.
Hourglass
no
twist.
January 2004. That's
Another
right,
twist.
2004. So don't miss your chance to save big. The Carolina Furniture Liquidators.
I like how the 2004 kind of came at us.
Yeah. To a point where it got cut off. No.
So, did you see Steve actually flinched when it came out?
No.
Like
I was so excited because I was like, I thought that the original flying window, when the windows came in at the top and the bottom, which would have been the worst / best flying windows ever. If you go back to like the first cut after the establishment shot.
Oh, that
right there. When it says bankruptcy, there's windows behind it. So I thought that's what they were saying. I was like, oh my God, really? This is what we're showing in flying windows nowadays.
No, not literal flying windows. But yeah, I did see it was like when the train came and people thought it was actually coming toward a train was coming out of the street. Steve thought that.
Steve got really. Steve screamed. I heard Steve scream.
Yeah.
2004. So don't miss your chance
What's up, Banks?
to save big.
There, that one.
Carolina Furniture Liquidators. Visit one of
Thought he
our
was gonna get
huge
hit by that.
locations in Florida,
Another page
Decatur,
feel.
and
All right, so now we're reset with that very simple one, and we got some crazy ones coming next week.
Well, thank you, Nick, for just letting us take a break from all those crazy ones that you've been playing. We've all just been. I was just like, I hope that Nick gives us a week off, and thank God you did.
You got to set the baseline because you just can't go at 100 the whole time. So
exactly, you need peaks, you need valleys, you need the up and down. Yeah, exactly. Yep. All right, should we get into this toe tapping tournament?
Well, let's tell people what it is. We're wearing jerseys for a reason, and if you weren't paying attention to the last few weeks, it's March Madness. So we are determining what the jingle or song from a VHS tape or commercial that makes you tap your toe the most. We've narrowed it down to 4, and we have our guest judge who joins us every year.
May.
It's tournament time. time for the tournament. It's the Fungal 4. We got the super funny, super talented Caitlyn Cook judging for the third year in a row. And like the Melindas are all riled up. There was some controversy that happened last week. So you really have your work cut out for you. Mm-hmm. What have you learned over the years of judging? Like what's going to be your approach this time around?
You know what? I think it's gut instinct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think that's smart. Yeah. And that's like what musicians do. They go with their guts. So I like the approach.
Yeah.
Before we jump into it, Caitlyn, I didn't sign off with the guys on this one, but before we actually do the tournament, I was thinking today is our Daniel Songer day. And I thought maybe I would play a Daniel Songer clip for you. Do you know who Daniel Songer is?
You shouldn't, Caitlyn. It's quite all right. That's
very lucky.
Okay. Yeah. He's this internet comedian. He made like over 200 comedy videos where he's doing them around his house, like on his deck and on his driveway. And he's completely polarized our audience and us too. I love him. I think he's my favorite, but George and Steve hate him. And Nick, you kind of waffle back and forth.
I like him in doses. Yeah, that's my take.
So, Caitlyn, we'll warm you up into the judging here with this. We're going to show, this is called a baffling non-joke from Daniel Songer.
And Caitlyn, you're a professional comedian, so we'd like your opinion on this as well.
Okay. Yeah, weigh in.
We all got to work it out. We got to work it out, you know. And man, I'm working it out, and I go home, man, and my mom's like, you know, Dan, did you have a good workout? And I'm like, yeah, I got somebody's sweat all over my body, you know. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I got sweat on my body, I got sweat on my body. I got somebody else's sweat on my body, You know, and she's like, oh boy, Dan, you got somebody's sweat on your body. And I'm like, that's the way it is when you're working out. You know, you get on the bench that somebody just got off of, you get their sweat on your body. I got sweat on my body.
Caitlyn, it looked like you loved it. It looked like you loved him.
I did not.
I think that's a microcosm of Songer right there, though. I think that like all of his jokes are like that. So no, they're not. You're right. It's a baffling non-joke from Daniel Songer. All right. Did you guys like that one? George, Steve, Nick?
No. Welcoming Caitlyn to the club of non-Songer players.
That looked like the intake video at a psychiatric facility. I mean, there's something the matter.
I don't know. You buy the premise, you buy the bit. I can relate to getting other people's sweat on my body, so I liked it.
Yep. All right. Should we jump into this, Caitlyn? So you're judging, and for people who don't know Caitlyn, I wanted to play this video to show that you're a worthy judge, that you know music, and so this is one of my favorite things. You posted this on Instagram. You did like 7 parts of this, but this is the first one. I'll share this. This is your I think that the song's called The Difference.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's watch The Difference.
The only thing you really need to know for the sake of this song is that men and women are different. That is never more apparent than in your bathroom stall. Let's start with women's stalls. Girl, keep your head up. You are so much stronger and more beautiful than you're likely to believe. Better stuff is coming for you. Keep going, you go girl, you're so good. Breathe, girl, breathe. And here's men's songs. Here's a hick, and here's a hip, and here's another picture of another hick, here's a hick, and here's a hip, of a hick.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. It's funny because it's true. And you have 7 parts to that. There's all these observations about the.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's a long song. Yeah, I'm returning to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival this summer, and my entire show is bathroom stall graffiti songs.
Oh my God.
The show is literally set in a bathroom. There is a toilet on stage, and I treat the audience like they're just some drunk girl that I'm befriending in the bathroom.
That's fantastic. I can't wait to see that. All right, so you're perfectly qualified to be a judge.
Yes.
Let's take a look at the brackets for the Fungal 4 here. We're going to start,
Very easy to read.
Yep. I had to do all the design work in this preview thing, and their controls aren't that good. I don't know how to erase things in it. So first we're going to let's go with One Sweet Song versus Neat Pete Shuffle. Who wants to go first?
I think, Steve, why don't you go first?
I'm more than happy to, but that's not the way a normal bracket works. But I'm fine with that. Usually, both left-hand side would go against the right-hand side, but no problem. Here comes. Here comes.
It's the Wild West of this tournament.
I know. Believe me, I know. All right. So I think once again, I'm just going to preface it by Caitlyn by saying I think if the name of it is a toe tapper, you're not going to find a better toe tapper out there.
All right.
And also, this is hip hop too, and hip hop has never. I don't think it's won before. So
You really made that head start computer look easy.
Take two. Here we are.
Put your right foot forward, raise your hand in the air, and bend on over just as far as you dare. Pick up the trash that's under your feet and keep on shuffling down the street. Do it alone or with a couple. Now you're doing the Neat Pete Shuffle. Pick up the trash that's under your feet and keep on shuffling down the street. Do it alone or with a couple. Now you're doing the Neat Pete Shuffle. Now you're doing the Neat Pete Shuffle. Now you're doing the Neat Pete Shuffle. Put your right foot forward, raise your hand in the air, and bend on over just as far as you dare. Pick up the trash that's under your feet and keep on shuffling down the street. Do it alone or with a couple. Now you're doing the Neat Pete Shuffle. Pick up the trash that's under your feet and keep on shuffling down the street. Do it alone or with a couple. Now you're doing the Neat Pete Shuffle. Now you're doing the Neat Pete Shuffle. Now you're doing the Neat Pete Shuffle.
Yes, that's what hip hop's all about right there.
Yeah.
What'd you think? Just a couple sentences, initial thoughts on it before we play One Sweet Story.
I really wanted them to be it's like a precursor to the Bend and Snap from Legally Blonde, like picking something up and then doing the shuffle. So I liked that.
It was a pioneer.
It predated that, right?
Yes. I did think it repeated itself too many times.
Okay.
But I enjoyed all of the white people dancing very much.
Excellent.
They were technically shuffling, but
I will say, while initially you think it goes on too long, you'll find that actually bores into your head and keeps you singing it longer. So
and perhaps tapping your toes longer. Nick, what about you? You got One Sweet Story?
Yeah, and some backstory about this one. This was found at a dumpster in Wisconsin, and it is a video called One Sweet Story, and it is basically selling that Sara Lee, the company that makes pies, is a great company and a family company, and one you should be proud of and buy their products. And at the end, as a thank you to all the great people that work for Sara Lee Pies, they make like a farewell music video where all their employees are on camera waving or working, and they do a song on there. And I think what they didn't realize was that just how long or how many people work for them. So the song continues to go on. And like a lot of our jingles and the ones that end up in this tournament, they're all pretty catchy and succinct. One Sweet Story goes on for 5.5 minutes. It is a jam band noodler, guitar noodling song that goes in a million directions. And I think that musicality should be rewarded. So I'm not going to show the whole thing, but I'll show you enough to get the idea of Sara Lee's One Sweet Story.
Also known as the Hairnet Jam.
Changes a little bit there. may have added this part in. All right. So I mashed it up. It felt jam band to me, so I I sort of mashed it up with a little Grateful Dead. But the whole video is just people in hairnets smiling and doing thumbs up. So that's one sweet story.
What'd you think? Couple sentences about it, Caitlin, then we'll all launch into what we think.
I mean, I feel like I just went to a Fish concert. I feel good. I feel like I might be high, or maybe on acid, and they can jam.
The Sara Lee people can absolutely jam. Yeah. I agree. That song, like we watched it 2 weeks in a row, and it's really, really long, and I didn't get tired of it either time, and I don't think I ever will get tired of it. Now, that was one sweet story. It went up against Neat Pete Shuffle. Neat Pete Shuffle, though, that is just, I really want to see that do well. I love that song so much, and I would just love to see. I would watch Neat Pete Shuffle. Plus, it's a lot shorter. So I'm going to go for Neat Pete Shuffle is where I'm going to go. George?
No question, Neat Pete Shuffle for me, because I'm swayed by the message boards. People really love the Neat Pete Shuffle.
Oh, really? So you're playing to the people right now.
Of course.
Okay.
Ahoy polloi.
I'll just say I love Neat Pete too. I mean, it was my Halloween costume this year, but I just want to just tease that Caitlin, you mentioned that it sounded like a Fish song. I have the last minute of it mixed with a certain jam band that I think a lot of people like. That if it moves on, we might get to see.
Oh, you're holding it hostage.
Not holding it hostage.
I like it.
Try one of the Weasel's tactics.
I like it. And Steve, I know what you're saying now. Like we should have had Sizzler go up against Neat Pete Shuffle.
Yeah, that's okay.
I got confused by my own bracket, but I think it's fine.
More art than it is an actual bracket, so it's okay.
I'm even confused by my own lines on this one.
Join our Patreon, and you can print and frame this. So,
so I don't even. Okay, so now these two went head to head.
One sweet story, Neat Pete Shuffle. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Caitlin, what do you think? Who's the winner? Who's advancing?
It's a toughie because I think obviously One Sweet Story is just better musically, but there's no lyrics, and I'm a lyrics person. So I think we got to go with Neat Pete Shuffle.
Neat Pete Shuffle, moving on.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, can I do something in my defense? We're talking about controversies and what the people want, what the hoi polloi are saying, and a lot of people think last week we have a jingle from a commercial for a used video game place called Video Game Underground from Columbus, Ohio. It's kind of a I don't know. It's kind of a different type of sound. It's almost a new metal sound. And people were so inspired and thought that it got robbed by not making it through that Tim H actually made a tribute version of it, a cover version of it, and music video. And he sent this to it this week. So here's a little taste of the cover version of Video Game Underground.
All right.
Video Game Underground has the best video games in town. Video Game Underground has the best prices on games around. Video Game Underground has the best video games in town. Video Game Underground has the best prices on games around. Video Game Underground. Video Game
Still going. Still going. Caitlyn, would that have beat Deep Pete Shuffle? Had him advanced? No, that would not have. Okay.
No.
It's a quick answer. All right. So Deep Pete Shuffle moves on. Now in the next bracket, let me just bring it up. Here's the next bracket. Call George against Sizzler promotional video from 1991. I'll go first. I'll go first with my Sizzler video. This is a promotional video from 1991. I have a new theory about this now. I think that they put this out because they wanted to franchise out. So potential franchisees would watch this and be like, oh yeah, I want to invest, $100,000 and get a Ponderosa and, or a Sizzler in Sacramento. I always call it Ponderosa. I always get Sizzler mixed up with Ponderosa.
Night and day. Couldn't be more different.
Apples and oranges. It really is. All right. So I'm going to play this promotional video. Last week I teased it, but I am going to I added on the last verse that's so powerful and it's going to knock you all on your asses. So buckle up. Here we go. It's the Sizzler for Fungal 4. With Sizzler, Caitlyn?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Have you eaten one?
Yeah, I used to go there all the time with my best friend growing up.
Nice. Okay. All right. Leg up. I like it. All right. Here we go.
Land of the judges. Each and every day, get a little freedom in your life.
All over America, a quiet revolution has been taking place. Americans want value.
Yes, we do.
Sizzler brings the choices that you've been looking for, giving you the right to choose.
Nobody's ever smiling at a buffet line. Everybody's just like sweaty and just like tired, aren't they?
Joylessly going back up for thirds.
Like, nobody smiles.
Offering much more by holding to traditions, yet changing with the times.
Let us
choices and selections, choices of directions, choices that can add a little freedom in your life. Sizzler is the choice of America.
I just want to hold everybody's hand right now.
Sizzler gives you choices every day. That's the Sizzler way. Get a little freedom in your
They're making out of the Sizzler. You see that, Caitlyn? They're actually making out of the Sizzler.
Yeah.
That's where the real dessert bar is.
Oh yeah, she's the one from the dessert bar, isn't she?
Yeah, she would lick her lips.
Yeah, look at, they see the camera. It's like, why are the cameras here?
Son of a bitch, this is private.
Sizzler for the 90s. Exactly what America wants.
Yes, he's right.
Sizzler is the choice of America.
Look at all that sweat coming off of her head there. Like, why do you want to show like a sweaty person in this
I don't want
video?
a dog at my Sizzler.
Or a sweaty spray. All right. Here we go. Big finish.
Sizzler gives you
Just
choices
the make route.
every day. That's the Sizzler way.
Fresh catch. Shipped directly to Sizzler.
Freedom in your Sizzler gets freedom in your Sizzler gets freedom in your life.
Listen.
Sizzler.
Wow. What just went on?
Wait, what's that?
What a journey we just went on.
Oh, I'm just out of breath. I feel like I ran a marathon. It's just so powerful. You just want to hold hands with people when you just like and eat. That's what you want to do. You want to eat. What do you think? Just a couple sentences. Yeah, you love it.
It's getting teary. That song is beautiful and magical, and I want to live in that happy world.
Are you gonna send that to your best friend that used to go to Sizzler with? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Interesting.
Are you going to open a franchise? I mean, are you that inspired by the song? Yeah. Okay. Great. All right. Who's up? George is up.
Well, I know I've got my work cut out for me because I saw Caitlyn grooving to that song. But I'd like to point out that that song is so unmemorable that Joe calls Sizzler Ponderosa, and it's so.
Good technique.
Okay. So
technique. All right.
So let me just tell you a little bit about a commercial from George Brazil, HVAC from Phoenix, Arizona. This and let me also say that George Brazil proudly serves the Valley of the Sun from Mesa to Tempe, including Maricopa County and parts of Pinal County. This
we know.
What took several minutes, this will take 30 seconds of your life.
Great.
George's truck is here, it's full of gear. He's the guy who can get your drains all clear. Call George, call George. He's never far away, he comes out night or day. He'll get the job done right, and then you'll say, call George, call George, call George, call George.
So, brief. It's also my Gigolo theme, and if it happens to win, next week I will do a version of it, maybe a sensual version of it.
Will you call George? Will you call George?
Of course.
Okay.
I'll tell him.
That you wrote your own version, and
and that your name is also George.
My own version.
Okay.
Who wrote that song is kind of questionable because people have pointed out that it's a little bit similar to a song from Guys and Dolls.
I know.
Well, let's watch.
I walk like that.
I got the horse right here. The name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says
they ripped it off.
Can do.
Call George.
This guy says the horse can do.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yep.
I think it's similar.
That's plagiarism. Disqualified automatically. Automatic disqualification. On to the next one. Sizzler moves on.
Oh, George. Yeah.
But it's something where the note, there's an echo of the notes, but they ascend in George Brazil and descend in Guys and Dolls. So it's not. We're not talking.
This isn't I want a new drug.
It's not litigious.
Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you win, I'm going to start a lawsuit. I'm going to have a lawsuit for sure. Because why doesn't Guys and Dolls just win? Why don't we just say Guys and Dolls moves on and beats Sizzler? Why don't we just say that?
This is Fugue for Tin Horn. The songs, the melody is stacked on top of each other. George Brazil is not a fugue. It states what. It doesn't modulate. It is itself.
Maybe when you call them next week, you can ask them. You can say, "Hey, did you guys rip off the thing?"
And I'll ask if they know the difference between a Ponderosa and a Sizzler.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts, George. All right, Steve, what do you think? Sizzler or Call George?
Oh, it's so tough. I think I'm going to go with Sizzler just because it's really inspiring, and it makes me want to go out and save the world. Actually,
it's what America needs right now, and buffets too. So, Nick, what do you think?
I like Call George. I think I tapped my toe more to Call George, but I got to go with the more inspirational one. I think it's what America needs. I got to go with Sizzler.
All right, Sizzler. What do you think, Caitlin? Sizzler or?
I think I got to agree with the guys. I like Call George. Very nice harmonies. Weird abrupt ending though, and Sizzler makes me feel things. So.
Exactly. Plus, there's that old sea captain in there for some reason.
Right, and the guy from the Navy. Why? And the list of the list.
The guy from the Navy. I wondered if that was the sea captain when he was younger.
Oh,
and I think that I wondered if they were going a little backstory, and that was him when he was a kid, and now he's all grown up.
It's like Boyhood. They just shot it and until the sea captain grew up.
but that's what makes that video so good, is that it's layered like that. You just want layers and things, and you just discover something new every time. So Sizzler, not Ponderosa, moves on. Yes. You know what? I've been in the finals every single year of the toe tapping tournament.
And you're the one who runs it. Interesting.
I can't control what people say. All right, so it's now we got our final. It's Sizzler up here. Well, let me just move these closer together against Neat Pete Shuffle.
Ooh,
right here.
So too close to the sun with that one. The lines are in front, but oh boy. All right.
Okay. No, here's what I'll do.
Okay.
I got a. See, look at these two tools here. They're exactly the same. Like what?
Yeah, that's weird.
If only there's some other program to use, but no, our hands are tied.
What program is this?
Oh,
no.
The yellow thing have it over.
Oh, man. Let's just.
Right.
This is a preview in Mac here.
That's Mac's preview. So here we go. It's Sizzler against Neat Pete Shuffle. I think that. So Caitlyn, you're not going to judge this. We're going to have the Melindas judge this. They'll head over to Patreon, and you don't have to be a patron to vote, but the poll is there. And who would you vote for, Caitlyn, in the between Sizzler and Neat Pete Shuffle?
I think I got to go Sizzler. I think
American needs. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the expert. And Caitlyn, if we want to see more funny songs from you, we can go to your Instagram, which is @the Caitlyn Cook. And what else is coming up? Oh yeah, your TikTok, is that the same?
Yeah.
The Caitlyn
Cook?
No,
my TikTok's the only handle that's different. It's Caitlyn Cook.
I like it.
They banned the first one because I posted a video of me and my dad smoking marijuana, which was not allowed. So then they permanently banned the Caitlyn Cook. So
no, is that right?
What did you do with the video of you and your dad smoking pot together? Like, is it just?
I put it on TikTok.
Oh, you can put that on there.
You can't. Yeah.
Oh, you can't. Okay, so it's just sitting on a hard drive right now. Like.
Yeah, it's just on my phone. It's it's me and my dad in California, but where it's legal. But I guess it's a Chinese company, so
Oh, okay, all right. I do want to see that video though. But you do have 7 parts of the difference, the bathroom graffiti, and they're all equally as good, and they just escalate and just elevate and they just get better and better. So
yeah, I think most of the graffiti songs are somewhere on my. I have to write one more before the show in August, but yeah, most of them are up on my socials.
Everybody needs to go to Edinburgh because that's going to be a good show. I want to see the set for that one too.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Caitlyn, for the 3rd year in a row, giving us your informed opinions, and you're the best judge. Thank you.
Nice work.
Thanks for having me.
May. Well, George, you and I were the big losers there, but I think we might be able to redeem ourselves in this week in cyber videos, or how to watch cyber videos on the internet. That's what it's called.
I'm monitoring all these mistakes that you've been making lately, and we have to do an apology episode pretty soon because you owe us a lot, Nick.
Good.
Just on that last one.
Yeah, people so love the time we take to apologize to everybody, and I'm happy to do it. So
I don't care what they think. We're journalists. This is journalism, and we have to get things correct. And if you don't get things correct, it's just like the New York Times would do too. You make the journalists pay.
Well, I don't care what the viewers want. Also, here's our Patreon.
Yeah. Just diametrically opposed. This, of course, is the segment where we teach you how to watch not VHS videos, but videos we find on the internet. I want to kick off with this one because it's more of a serious one, or just more of an interesting one, not hilarious, but it's not funny at all. But our show that the VCR Party is based on is called Found Footage Festival. And I think it's interesting when a notable piece of footage has actually been tracked down and found, like a legitimately, in this day and age when everything has been discovered, to actually have a piece of found footage. And so this one was founded by WCCO in Minneapolis. That's the local news station, just a few days ago. I thought this was interesting.
Deep in the WCCO film archives are hundreds, if not thousands, of opportunities to travel back in time. And on one reel, a treasure lay hidden, untouched for 52 years. April 1970. Minneapolis Public Schools educators went on strike. We restored the film to offer context to the educator strike that happened in the same district just last month. And it was this young boy jumping around and later answering a question who left Liddy speechless.
So then I immediately just went out to the newsroom and started showing people and saying, I'm not going to tell you who I think this is, but who do you think this is? And every single person, Prince.
We didn't have the right equipment to hear the film, so a specialist helped us extract the audio, and then we heard his voice.
Are most of the kids in favor of the picketing?
Yep.
How come?
I think they should get a better education too, and I think they should get some more money, cause they be working extra hours for us and all that stuff.
Our excitement was palpable, but
we did not get him saying, I'm Prince Nelson.
Despite the evidence, we still needed someone who knew Prince as a kid. Jamler connected us with Terrence Jackson.
We go back as far as kindergarten at John Hale Elementary in North Minneapolis.
A childhood friend and neighbor who was also in Prince's first band, Grand Central, when they were teenagers.
Oh my God, that's Kitchen. That is Prince. Standing right through the head-on, right?
Yeah, keep watching, keep watching.
That's Skipper! Oh my God!
That was just his reaction seeing Prince. Now, he's hearing him.
Wow.
I think they should get a better education too.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow, that was him.
What do you,
I'm like blown away and I'm totally blown away.
Wiping away tears, Jackson was suddenly flooded with memories.
But he was already playing guitar and keys by then, phenomenally. As far as I can remember, music became our sport. He was athletic, I was athletic, but we wanted to compete musically.
Just a young city kid, years before he put his city and its sound on the map.
Mark my words, you guys have found a real gem.
I think that was cool. And also, like, our version of that is somebody sees a David Schwimmer movie trailer and says, that's the guy from the McDonald's custodial video. And then we go to meet him and we're wiping away tears. It's similar. That's the Prince of our world.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
oh, wow. That was fantastic. I love that.
Yeah. Who wants to go next? Steve, you got a jock sham for us?
I do.
It's a jock sham, jock sham, jock sham, jock sham. Boring you with a signature drawl. It's a jock sham, jock sham, jock sham, jock sham. This rap is done, now it's over to you.
So, each jock sham is a little bit different. We delve into athletes, into the world of commercials or acting. And this one, it's King Kong Bundy, so WWF, WWE. But I think the way it's shot is what we're going to talk about after. And let's see if you guys pick up what I did.
Not bad, Bundy. You really made that Head Start computer look easy to handle.
Look easy? It was easy, Dick. You know, the fully IBM-compatible Head Start computer made a genius out of me in only 23 minutes.
Well, now Head Start computers can make a genius out of every Newmark and Lewis customer. Hey, Bundy, did you get one?
As a matter of fact, Dick, they're all mine. What do you got to say now?
Just one thing.
So there's a lot to discuss there, but the fact that they shot it like over the shoulder French overs, the entire thing, I've never ever seen that in a commercial before. You have your main characters facing away from you and you just get it from this angle.
Also, don't you want to sell computers? Don't you want a nerd or somebody? Like, don't
or
you want
at least
a nerdy guy?
Bashing computers or doing something else like that?
I guess it wouldn't make sense for him to destroy the company's computers. But why do you want him as your spokesman for the computers? But I like it. I do.
And their slogan seems like something you tell kids so they finish their vegetables. Dick Lewis is watching. Like he's
it's like
kind of boogeyman.
1984.
Yeah.
Dick Lewis is watching.
Oh, Cinematic sent that in, so thank you, Cinematic.
Nice work.
You,
George, what do you got?
Well, one of my favorite things is news bloopers, and every time I try to look for them, I find that they've already got like 800,000 hits or something. But I think I found a batch that's pretty new. So this is from, let's see, WDSU, the NBC affiliate in New Orleans from the end of the 80s, early 90s. And it's I love just seeing the artificial seriousness of news anchors get punctured.
Yes.
To the news, Chris.
Well, beginning this morning, a 6th District police officer will patrol all elementary schools in the area. The added security comes after recent gun battles at LaFawn Elementary.
Over the past 6 weeks, the gunfire has moved from the streets into the school.
Parish President Luke Petrovich can veto that council plan. He says he will make a decision within the next couple of days. Well, budget problems are also facing Governor Edwin Edwards for the rest of the state, Alec. You got caught.
Am I eating my lunch right now? My goodness gracious.
On Thursday,
Continue.
Edwards ordered $93 million in cuts. He says he will keep the state from going broke, Jared Breaux reports.
For parents, relying on the state to keep tabs on good and bad daycare facilities, there could be in for a rude awakening. That is the subject of today's health brief.
Quickly, can you get a feeling there about Jim Finks' candidacy? As Pat Bowen alluded to, the Denver, is it dead, or do you feel like he may have those 19 votes?
I can't hear.
Okay, buddy, obviously we have a little audio problem there. We can hear you, buddy. I'm sorry. All right, Buddy will be back with us, folks, at 6 o'clock
tomorrow. And Nichols High School will also be closed tomorrow due to some electrical problems. So Nichols High School closed tomorrow, electrical problems. Now let's see if we can go back over to Dan at Canal Place. And Dan, is everything all set? Now, I hope they're not having any... Whoa, you came in real close. I hope they're not having any trouble with the Christmas lights. They're not having any trouble with the Christmas lights, but maybe the Christmas audio.
And they used to think it was a permanent thing with you all your life, and now it's apparently reversible. Good news. Medical experts do indeed say they are embarking on a new era in the treatment of a widespread, sometimes fatal form of hepatitis.
Joins us now live from Spanish Plaza. And Lynn, the excitement building over there?
Yes, it is, Terry, and I'm in my mask, rather. Not many people are wearing their masks.
A new medical study indicates that tens of thousands of women...
I'm over 65, and Dave Brennan Insurance helped.
We were saying that a medical study indicates...
Yeah.
Oh, they're the best. I'll never get tired of them.
Yeah.
I'll never get tired of them. And Alec Gifford, is that his name? Alec Gifford? Like, he's just such a news anchor, isn't he?
Yeah.
And why is he eating during the news? Like, just save it. Wait 15 minutes and have your snack.
He's Ron Burgundy. He really, truly is.
Yeah.
Good batch.
And there's so many of them. It's just a bottomless pit. There's so many news bloopers out there. All right.
Okay.
All right, let's get into some IMGs.
Chicken shit. Electronic video transmission uploaded with no intention. Harvested semi-ethically. Welcome to IMG.
All right. I decided, since we're doing the Fungal 4, that I would do some more musical IMGs. These are all, I think these are all brand new IMGs. I went into the database of all my IMGs, and I did a keyword search music, and I pulled up all the music ones. All right. IMG 2107, 39 views. Jamie sent this one. Jamie called this "Is There Ants on This Tree" song. Is there ants on this tree song?
Is there ants on this tree? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. There's ants on this tree.
That's it. That's the whole video right there. It should be
ants. Yeah,
I've just listened to the song so many times today that I was like, oh no, wait, that's how it should go. Like I started to. It sounded right to me.
It took some license with it for rock and roll, I think.
I guess you can do that. Yeah. IMG 2445, 4 views. Evan sent this one. This is a school project. Evan called it "Passionate Blood Clot Song."
Okay, we're ready.
Ready? Fibrinogen, you can make fibrin if I need you to. I am bleeding, I need clotting. Where is thrombin now? It's an enzyme in the plasma coagulation factor 2. Look, I don't bleed now, I make fibrin moves. Saying I don't gotta bleed and let me thrombin too. If I'm bleeding and I'm crying, that means hemostasis moves.
Oh, I like the person. The person in the audience goes, "Oh."
Her posture was like this. They're all looking down at the paper, and I believe this supposed to be a parody of Money Moves, right?
By Cardi B. Yeah,
Cardi
yeah.
B,
I think
yeah,
that
okay.
yeah. But and they delivered it exactly like Cardi B delivered Money Moves too.
As much charisma, as much I thought that was
the Cardi B
perfect.
trio. The Cardi B trio got up and they all looked at their phones and read the lyrics, right?
Yep.
And what instead of Money Moves, what was it? It wasn't
Body Move. I don't know. I also like the framing with the swivel chair kind of just taking center stage, and then
I thought that was some fantastic photography too, having that office chair in the foreground. Steve, what were you gonna say? Were you?
Well, two things. One, I thought it was the enzyme that was the name of the song, but the other thing is I was worried that they may get sued by Cardi B. So.
Oh yeah, we probably shouldn't play this anymore.
Yeah. Well, let's hear it again.
If I'm bleeding and I'm crying, that means hemostasis moves.
Hemostasis moves.
Hemostasis moves. Right. Some budding Weird Al Yankovic there.
A real Weird Al Yankovic. All right, we got IMG 3843. 6 views. Daniel sent this one. Meal in a Moment. I love this one. Here it is. Have I shown this one before?
I don't remember it.
Good video. It's a good song.
Digging up the tub, people love to see us. IMG minus.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
It's a musical batch of IMGs this week.
Good ones. Yeah, I enjoyed that. And that's how to watch cyber videos on the internet. Couple of quick announcements here. First of all, Wayne, regular viewer of the show, has contributed a lot of stuff. It was her birthday, and this is something she actually did and tweeted at us. She got a birthday cake, and she says she got Pam Cap. Of course, that's the video you played the other day, Joe, of the food conglomerate that owns the cooking spray Pam, and would talk about a Pam Cap, and we said, hey, that should be your driver's or your license plate.
They did a magic trick using a cap from a Pam can.
Yeah.
And he kept saying Pam Cap over and over again.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how we got there.
So she got it written sort of left justified with an exclamation point on her birthday cake. Said the guy behind the counter said, what does that even mean to his coworker? But I say I applaud Wayne for the commitment to a bit that only about 10 people get. So thank you very much.
I love the placement
too. Yeah.
Yes. Top left corner. What was the reasoning for that?
I bet that's just what they did. I don't think she asked for that. I bet that's just how it came.
That's a perfect cake. And like, I assume that she probably ate it with people with like family or friends or somebody. And like, did she probably had to explain it to them too?
She probably ate it with a pro wrestler who was at a convention of some sort that she went up and said, hey, eat this cake with me, and got a unflattering photo taken because she killed it at those plunkets. But Wayne, yeah, good job. And I want to remind people that if we get to $4,500 a month on patreon.com/foundfootagefestival, not only does that help support 4 years of our efforts and 4 more, but if we get to that point, and we're close, we're at 4172 right now, so we're very close. If we get to $4,500 mark, we're going to get vanity plates with Pam Cap and other really hyper-specific dumb references that we'll have to explain to people for a full year while driving around our vehicles. So
I know I was already thinking, like, if we do get to 4,500, which I do want to find it for the financial reasons, but I don't want to for explaining the license plate to people. And like, I'm going to be at my parents' place next week, and I just like, my car's going to be parked in the driveway, and I know people driving by will see Pam Cap. And I guess I actually kind of like that they'll be like, Pam Cap, what is Pam Cap? As long as I don't have to explain it. Because that's a long
magic
walk.
video for a food conglomerate that owns Pam, and they did magic tricks with Pam Cap. Just you heard that very explanation. That's what Joe will have to do all year. So $328 more per month. If everybody could chip in a little bit, I think we can get there and make this really dumb thing happen and make Joe uncomfortable and everybody else.
like, with our driver's license photos too, like we always get dressed up for them, and it's funny when we're doing it, but when you actually have to go through TSA, you have to show them your picture, and they don't think it's you because it doesn't look like you at all.
Every
and you
time.
have to explain. Oh, it's just a nightmare.
Every time.
It's funny once, and then it's not funny several times after that. So anyway, yes, help us achieve our goals. I wanted to show a nice thing that Judah made. So you remember this? I was talking about this. We have so many great religious videos that are talking about like anti-Satan and like the Antichrist and like scary stuff. They have incredible covers. Here's one called Image of the Beast, and I showed this a few weeks ago. And Judah was like, I'll take a crack at it. And I was like, yeah, maybe make like VCR Party there and like, I don't know, do something with it. Judah went above and beyond. You got to see this.
I haven't seen this yet. Okay.
Oh, you haven't seen this? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, take a look at this. So
wow.
there's but look, let's zoom in on the faces here. Look at David for the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
My elf hat.
Yeah. And and then there's Steve, and then there's
that's a thumb pick, I believe.
That's thumb pick.
Mr. Penders.
There's Mr. Penders down there.
George, yeah.
Yeah.
They all look really happy.
Yeah.
Spreading the apocalypse.
I've never seen the Four Horsemen look that happy before. But Found Footage Festival, Brooklyn, VCR Party, and it says the end is Nigh Melinda's.
Ooh, that's a
which,
great.
I think is pretty cool. So, but I don't know what to do with it. Do we make a shirt of it, or do we? What do we do with it?
Yeah,
like,
shirt all the way.
There's another one that says goodbye Melinda's instead of hello Melinda's, like goodbye Melinda's. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of ominous.
I like that too.
There's hello, and then there's hello Melinda's. But I think the end is Nigh Melinda's. I think that's what it is, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a dark. It's kind of a dark apocalyptic shirt, like So I think it should have a dark apocalyptic message to it.
The end is Nigh Melinda's. Let us know what you guys think, and let us know what you think we should do with it. Like, should we make a T-shirt of that? I feel like one of those like iron-ons that like feel really rubbery. You know what I mean?
Yeah, glitter on the outside. Yeah,
and then they start to peel off after like 2 years of washing it. So
yeah, really selling it.
It should come with an index card that is what you read to somebody who asks you about it. There should be if it's a T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but maybe there can be like something you can photocopy, carry around 10, 12 copies with you.
No, I have an idea. So all of our shirts should come with a little side pocket that is full of those cards, and that when somebody asks you about the shirt, then you just pull out of the special pocket on the side. You pull out a little slip, and then you hand it to them and say, "Hey, it's just, you can read all about it here."
Or you walk away, you hand it, and then just go like in another direction. So they're left trying to remember what was on the shirt.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
The other thing you could do is print the description of what it means upside down on the inside, and then you can just go like this, and then they can read what that says. So a bunch of different options, but yeah. All right. Well, let us know in the comments. Anything else before we?
Yes. Really quick. Did you call the Clown Museum and find out? Is there an update on the Clown Museum? Did you make a second angrier phone call?
I haven't. We're running long, but I will do that between now and next time.
You got to do this. People sent in their
I'd rather not be angry at these very nice people in Plainview, Nebraska. I just kind of
very nice people. These people lied to you, Nick. These people told you they were going to.
I'd like to keep a nice relationship with them so that one day we can get our own shelf. It just might not be.
Your nice relationship has gotten us jack shit.
Well, they received the clown dolls we sent.
They've received it. They haven't done jack squat with it.
All right. Well, maybe you should make the angry call. We could play good cop, bad
well,
cop.
Okay, but this was your thing. This was your thing, and okay, I guess I'll pick up where you left off. I'll clean up your mistakes here.
On Friday, May 13th, we are having a songerathon. We are going to, if you got just enough of a dose of Daniel Songer in tonight's show, too bad. We're going to be watching probably about 12 hours of Daniel Songer on Friday, the 13th of May.
I think that's a fitting day to watch a day full of songers. What do we start, like 8 in the morning? And then we go until like midnight or something like that?
Probably, and it'll be 100 episodes of his YouTube comedy routines. the first 100. He did 200 total, I think. So we'll have to do a part 2 eventually. But we'll have special guests, and it's going to be a test of endurance. We hope you'll join us on Twitch for that on May 13th.
Okay, so I wanted to play this. So we haven't done a Melinda mix in a long time. We haven't put anything out from Melinda Mixers. So Melinda Mixers, you know who you are. I want to do a remix of the Jim's Coins in Hilldale song. It's such a good, quick song that I think that it needs a remix. And I'll play the full commercial for you. Everybody observe silence and let the Melinda Mixers, listen closely. Here we go.
Jim's Coins in Hilldale.
Gold is up. Buying and selling. Top prices for gold, silver, coins, jewelry, and more. Honest, professional, and locally owned for 21 years. Cash in today at
Jim's Coins in Hilldale.
Madison.
Okay. All right. Melinda Mixers, you have your homework. Go to town.
Okay.
All right. What other announcements we got?
Just that if you're a Patreon at the $10 and up level, you've got our EP mode. We watched part 1 of a documentary about the health benefits of urine, your own urine, called Urine Good Health last week. And a lot of mixed reaction. Part 2 knocks it out of the park. I got to tell you, I was in tears at the end of part 2. So got part 2. Check it out. This Thursday it drops on our Patreon.
So when Judah sent the image of the beast mock-up, I also asked him about the Urine Good Health, and he watched it, and his take was, so he's a doctor, Judah's a doctor. I was like, I'd love to hear your take on this. And he said they have some interesting people to talk about drinking piss. The sciencey stuff they included was a combination of true things that I feel were misrepresented to make it sound like a good idea to drink urine, and others that just weren't accurate. I'm happy to discuss the details if you have any questions. Either way, I'm looking forward to part 2, which is going to be this Thursday. We already pre-taped it. I wish that we could have had Dr. Judah on, and I emailed him back and I said, next time we have something clinical on, we'd love to have you back on to talk about.
I think he might be in luck because we've had, by popular request, I think we'll be watching Dr. Schultz Elimination, the First Step, with of course, the 5-foot bowel movement in a bathtub, that whole video with the guy with the ponytail.
Next 5-footer.
We're going to do bodily function April. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go straight from urine and do eliminating feces. We don't want to do it, but it's what the people requested. So
did they really? People actually, you say the people, it's probably like one sicko, right?
More than one person has requested it. 2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay.
2. Yeah, exactly.
People requested.
But that's enough.
George, what do we got on Saturday morning cartoons coming up?
That's a good question. I think it's TBD.
Okay.
All right, we'll find out. But Caitlyn will be joining us for that. I think we get out with, I teased this, but One Sweet Story, the final minute. It didn't win, but it's going to go out in a blaze of glory. So until next time, we'll be right back right after that.
That's all. That's it. If we had been prepared, we could have done better.
Check out cuddlyrigamortis.com and check out all of Kristen's work. Everybody's a puppet when they're dead.
People come up to me and say, gee, that's swell.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
My
nose isn't for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Cheerio.
Tinkerbell!
We'll be right back right after that.
And Kurt Polstead, the real great guy. Nice.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Have a good day.
Jim's Coins in Hilldale.